So what you'll notice to access PostcardMania, you will log into the ad edit system, so the listing input system. When you log into ad edit, you're going to locate your listing. You'll go ahead and click on your listing or search for it, however you locate it within the ad edit product. When you go into that listing within the ad edit system, there's going to be a new tab called Advertising and Promotion in the upper right-hand corner. So unfortunately, it is not activated at this time, but it will be shortly. But you will click on that Advertising and Promotion tab, and within there, you're going to locate the Postcard Mania tile. That tile will be available to you here. You can go ahead and click on this tile, and it'll either sign you in automatically via single sign-in, or it may initiate a sign-in process for you to access the PostcardMania product. So that is where you will locate it. Again, within your listing in the ad edit system, there's going to be a tab in the upper right-hand corner that says Advertising and Promotion. When you click on that, it's going to give you different marketing tools that are available to you. PostcardMania being one of them. It'll be available to you here within the ad edit product. So that is what I have to share for our members and how they will access this particular product. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen and I'll hand it over to you, Casey.
Hi everyone, my name is Casey and I manage the storefronts here at PostcardMania, and I will also be your main contact here. So like David said, I'm just going to walk you through the storefront. Feel free to unmute or ask any questions in the chat, and I will also open up the floor for questions at the end as well. So I'm just going to start by sharing my screen. Okay, perfect. So this is the storefront. If you can draw your attention to the middle of the screen where my mouse is, this is the storefront calculator. So on the storefront, we have a few different products you can choose from. There are 3 postcard sizes and 2 different letter options. And if you pick the postcard size or the letter you want to use, you can also type in the quantity you want. And right here on the bottom left, it will show you how much that postcard is for that amount of postcards you want to send. So you can play around with it. You can go to your letter options and your different sizes. Now, if you draw your attention to the top of the screen to the right, these are where your how-to videos are located. So if you get stuck on any part, these will link you to a video. And then if you also get stuck, we have a live chat option at the bottom of the screen. This is a real person, so you can ask a question right here. They are available from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you can leave a message too if you catch them outside of office hours. We also have, next to the how-to videos, a button where you can see all your saved drafts. So if you're working on a postcard and you have to do something else or something comes up, if you just exit off the storefront and come back, it will save your process right here. And then next to the saved drafts, we have products. So we have postcards and letter options here. So today I'm going to walk you through a postcard. So once we get to this screen, it shows us all the different categories you have to choose from. So there's a lot of different options. And then if you just click into them, there are a few different options for each category. So I definitely recommend when you get the link to the storefront just to check out all the different ones and pick out your favorite. So today I am going to pick a general farming postcard to show you. So I'm going to pick this one right here. And then each postcard goes out in a different mail class. The smallest postcard size goes out in first class, which would take 1 to 3 days for production. And then once it gets to UPS, then it would be 1 to 5 days it's guaranteed to mail. And then for the bigger options, which is standard, it's still that production of 1 to 3 days and then 7 to 14 days. And then it's guaranteed to mail. So I'm going to pick first class and press personalize now. So once you get to this screen, it's time to personalize your design. So you can choose if you're going to send it to the homeowner's name or their or just the current resident who lives here. So I'm going to choose to send to the homeowner. And then below you can pick a color theme. There are many different colors to pick from, but the most important thing to remember is when you pick a color to press click here to refresh preview, and it will show you what the changes made to the postcard. So once you pick your color theme, press next. And then here you can personalize the information on the card. So you can upload a headshot, type in your company, website, and then remember, if you want to see the changes made on the postcard, you have to press click here to refresh preview. Next. And then now it would be time to personalize the back of the card where you can type in bullet points and customize a testimonial. A little trick that is important to know is when you go to the home page, if you send out postcards a lot and none of the information changes, like your name, your company, you can go to the little guy at the top and press personal information. And then right there, you can just save your information, so then it will auto produce in your postcard. So every time you don't have to type out all the same information. So once you go back, you press continue. And then that is how you would just personalize the design and put a logo and your headshot and do the information on the card. So now we're gonna go over how to customize your mailing list. So we have 3 different options when it comes to customizing your mailing list. The first option would be to upload your own list. So how this would work is it has to be in a certain format to be able to upload it to the site. So you would press download this sample. And then it has to be in this format listed above. You can also open this with Excel or Google Sheets, so you can type in all your information there. So for example, if I were to be adding an address, it would just say something like 503 Lexington Drive, apartment 1, city, Cinnaminson, state, New Jersey, zip code, my first name Casey, my last name McFadden. And then all the addresses have to be in this format to upload. So once you put in your information and you save that document, you can go and choose where you saved it. And then these are the files that are accepted onto the storefront. So then you can name your list and press next. And it's super simple, and that would just be how to upload your own list. And then this button right here gives you the chance to be able to receive one of your mailers that you sent. So if you send out a postcard to many different people and you're like, I want to see when it gets delivered, you could just add your address here and we will send you a card that you are sending out. So now, right now, what the storefront is doing, since this is not our information and you would upload your own list, we have a system in place where it will analyze all the addresses that you put on your list and make sure that these addresses are valid and that there's no vacant addresses, just to save you money, so we're not sending a postcard to a house that does not have a real address. So right there, it was just analyzing all the addresses and making sure it was the correct information. Okay, and then before I show you how to approve your design, I'm gonna go back and show you the other options on how to customize a list. I saw in the chat there was a question, will these be in an email? I can definitely put these steps in an email and send them to David to pass along.
The storefront is not accessible just yet, Teresa. This will be coming. It's coming soon.
Thank you, David. Okay, so next we learned how to upload our own list, but now the second option is how to use an existing list. So you could see I've been playing around with these lists that I've uploaded, but once you upload a list, they will be listed here. So if you send a postcard to a certain list and you want to hit them again a month later, you don't have to re-upload your list. They'll already be here if you used them before. Okay, and then the last option is how to purchase a list through the storefront. So this is super cool because you can definitely target, it's a very hyper targeted list that you can come up with. So first, what you have to do is name your list, make sure it's something that you remember. And then you have to choose who you want to target. So you can target the individual, which would be the name of the person who owns the house, or you can just choose to target a resident or an occupant. So that's just anyone in the area. They don't have to have a name to the house that you're sending to. So just for an example, I'm going to choose to target the individual. And then I'm going to go over to geography. So for geography, there's a few different options on how to send. You can choose to send to the whole US. You can choose to send to a zip code, city, or state. So we are located in Clearwater. So if I wanted to send mailers to all of Clearwater, I would put them here and they would show up right here in my selects. So that's how I know that I'm targeting all of Clearwater. And then also you could choose to target a radius around an area. So I'm going to type in our address. So this is a radius around our area, and you can choose, let's just say 10, and it can target a huge area as well. But for right now, I'm just going to target Clearwater. And then I'm going to go to demography. So here you can really get your list targeted. There's a bunch of different options on the left-hand side you can go through, but just for this example, I'm going to target a single family unit and make sure that they have been living in their house for more than 5 years. And I don't want to send to renters. I only want to send to homeowners. Like I said, you can also filter by income, age, gender. There's a bunch of different options you can choose from, but just for now, I'm gonna stick with these selects. So on the side, like I said, I'm targeting the consumer who lives in Clearwater, who lives in a single family unit for 5+ years and is a homeowner. So this is how many available addresses there are. And then it's really important that you say how many of those addresses you want here. So I don't want to target all 30,000 of these people. I only want to send out 500 mailers. So out of those 500, and then this would be the cost of my list. So once I have my list just how I want it, I would press create, created the terms. I can also press here that would preview the list for me up to 100 addresses. So I previewed the list, I created the list, so I'd press next. And And now it would be time to approve my design. But before I move on, I know that was a lot with the list and how to design. So does anyone have any questions I can answer before we move forward? Okay, so now I will teach you how to approve your design. So it's really important. The system will not let you move forward unless you view your proof. So it's your proof size is here. You change it to original size. And this is what the postcard will look like when it gets mailed out. If you want to see the back, you press the little button here and it will show you your customized postcard. So then you press Proof Design and you agree to the terms, and then you can add it into your cart. Okay, and then you would press Check Out, put in your information for billing. And now we get to this screen. So here you would have the option to put in a coupon code. For everyone who attended this webinar today, there is a coupon code for you when the storefront is launched officially. It would be postcards 10, and that would give you 10 free postcards. So you can try out the storefront. You don't have to purchase anything, but those would be the 10 free postcards code. And then you can see if you press recalculate, it will give you the discount there. I will also put the coupon code in the chat at the end as well. So if you guys need to take a picture of it or save it. And then once you put in your information and use the code, you can submit your order. And then that will just lead you to a page to put in your credit card information. And that is how you would order a postcard through the storefront. Does anyone have any questions?